Trib Live Radio, Ken and Guy here at TribLive.com. Guy Junker, the NFL Draft is 29 days away.
Wow.
And the Steelers are in the market for a wide receiver, possibly our next guest. He joins us as a graduate of West Virginia University, and he's also coming off a season where he had 114 catches. You had 114 chicken wings that one night, I remember, at the wing eating contest. That was impressive. But
yeah, 5 double-digit catch games. I never had double-digit wings in one night.
Stedman Bailey, our guest here on Trib Live Radio. What's going on, Stedman?
How you doing?
We're doing good.
Did you ever have a wing eating contest or anything like that?
I've never been a part of a wing eating contest. I'm not really a big eater. I probably went so far in that.
Okay.
We got to wait till we get to the offensive line before we start talking about eating contests.
You're right. Well, you had a lot of catches last year. How do you explain 114 of them?
Well, I mean, it just pretty much comes with hard work. You know, I put in a lot of hard work in the off season. You know, just trying to do everything I can to perfect my craft and just be the best receiver that I can. And, I mean, I see that hard work paid off for me.
How much fun, Stedman? You guys were a blast to watch last year, and you got off to the great start. And I know wins, losses-wise, it didn't turn out the way you wanted. The defense failed you a little bit. But just playing in that offense, how much just pure-out fun was that?
Oh, well, it was a heck of a lot of fun, really. You know, just having the opportunity to catch balls and make plays in Coach Dana Holgorsen's offense. I mean, it was a whole lot of fun, you know. Got a chance to do a whole lot of big things, you know, broke some records at West Virginia, and it was a lot of fun.
Now, you have had a long prep here for the draft. Tell us about what you've been doing, and I understand you and the Steelers receivers coach, Richard Mann, have a little history here.
Well, yeah, actually, you know, throughout the whole process, I've been down in Boca Raton, Florida, you know, doing my training, preparing myself for the combine, and just preparing myself for everything that I'm about to face, you know, within these next couple of months. And I actually got a chance to work with Coach Mann. My agency actually contacted him to come down and work with me and a couple other receivers, you know, just doing board work and, you know, just enhancing our game mentally as far as knowing coverages and, you know, knowing the many variations that coverage, you know, is something that we may see. And, you know, I got a good feel for him, very, very good guy, and, you know, it was great working with him.
Yeah, what's he like? Because we have not met him yet. Is he one of those in-your-face, he's going to motivate you screamer types, or is he more tactical and making sure you do everything right as far as route running and being crisp?
Well, I would say he's more of a tactical kind of guy. You know, he's never a guy that'll throw you under the bus. Very down to earth. I feel like he's very good to work with, and you know, he's a guy that's very understanding. So, I mean, if I was to get a chance to work with him, I would be more than happy, and I feel like it'll be great for me.
Stedman, how would you describe this time in your life here since the season ended? Are these anxious months? Can you hardly wait for the draft to get here so you know where your next where your next chapter is going to be, or are you enjoying the ride?
Well, no, it's a little bit of both. You know, I'm very anxious because I know within this next month, you know, my whole life is going to change. And I mean, I'm definitely enjoying the ride. It's been a lifelong dream of mine, you know, to make it to this point. And you know, I'm finally here at the doorstep. I'm definitely nervous about, you know, the near future, but I'm ready to take it all on and, you know, just get ready to move on with my future.
Stedman Bailey is our guest, NFL wide receiver prospect here on Trib Live Radio. Of all your workouts in the combine and everything, what were you most happy with that you showed NFL coaches and GMs? And was there anything that you look back on you wish you had done differently, or are you feeling in pretty good shape?
Yeah, I'm feeling in pretty good shape. You know, I'm pretty satisfied with everything that's going on right now. You know, my performance at the combine, you know, pro day went extremely well for me, and you know, I'm just a guy that's still trying to prove myself and, you know, just show all NFL coaches and you know, to anybody that it matters, you know, that I can definitely play wide receiver despite my size. You know, I feel like that doesn't really factor into anything. And I'm just trying to, you know, continue to prove myself, you know.
What do you expect, Stedman, to be the biggest difference in the jump from college to pro? Guys that have made it talk about the overall speed of everything that's happening in the game. That certainly shouldn't be an issue for you. And I've always thought that receivers and maybe running backs of all the positions can make a more immediate impact than some of the other positions where there's a lot more study or technique to go on. Do you think you could step in and put up some numbers in your first year, and how different do you think it'll be from college ball?
Well, yeah, I'm definitely ready to step in and make an immediate impact wherever I land. I don't think it'll be much of a big difference, coming from college into the league, but I do know that the game will, move a whole lot faster, and that's something that I'll probably have to adjust to. But, I'm quite sure, once I step out there on the field with whatever team I'm with, and, I kind of get a good feel for how everything is flowing, how practice is going, and, just getting a feel for what I need to be doing, then I'll be fine. I'll be ready to make an impact.
How about the ancillary parts of the game, Stedman, special teams and coverage and blocking at the receiver position? How do you grade yourself in those spots?
Well, I grade myself to be pretty good at those things. I know and understand that, a lot of coaches look at a receiver to see what they're doing when they don't have the ball in their hands. And I know that, just by me going down the field and making a block, that could spring a play for the running back or maybe another guy who has the ball in their hand to help our team going for a score. So, I'm definitely about all those things. That's what makes you a complete receiver. It's not just catching the ball and, scoring touchdowns. You got to be a blocker. You got to be a team player, and that's the kind of guy that I am. So I'm definitely for all that. I'll play special teams. I'll go down and cover kicks, tackle guys. Whatever the team needs of me, I'm definitely down to do it.
Were you a fan of any NFL team in particular as a kid?
Well, I've been a Dolphins fan. I'm a South Florida guy. I grew up in Miami, and I've been here all my life. I'm probably about 5 minutes away from Sunlight Stadium where the Dolphins play. So I can say that I've been a Dolphins fan growing up, just only because that's my hometown team. Other than that, I just like to watch good football. I like to see good football games.
Have you seen Mike Wallace lately, and would you get his jersey number 17 if you come to Pittsburgh, maybe?
Well, 17 wouldn't be a bad number to wear. And Mike Wallace, is a very good wide receiver. I see he has, new things going on now that he's with the Dolphins. But, I'm happy for him,
Do you and Tavon Austin and Geno Smith keep in touch, Stedman, through this? And could you guys be a package deal or something? I mean, I would think coaches and GMs would say, look at what they did in West Virginia. I'm taking all three of them.
Well, I'm quite sure that wouldn't happen. But, if something like that was to happen, that would be just very exciting. And I definitely keep in touch with both of them. Geno is down here actually with me in Miami, still doing his training thing. And, I've known Geno for many, many years now, so I pretty much see him every day, just being around here in Miami. And Tavon, I definitely keep in touch with him at least, every other day, just seeing what's going on in his life, because he's back up in Baltimore now, which is where he's originally from. And, just kind of talking to each other about the whole process. And, we all came into West Virginia together, and we're all going through this together, so we definitely like to stay in touch with each other and, just keep each other up on what's going on in our lives.
Do you think Pitt and West Virginia will ever play again in our lifetimes?
Maybe in a bowl game, but, since they're not in each other's schedule anymore, that won't be the case. But,
yeah.
It's possible they probably can match up in a bowl game sometimes, so I'm not sure.
Well, you got to be pretty proud that you sent them packing twice right at the end of the rivalry. The backyard brawl, West Virginia was getting the better of that at the end.
Yeah. We pretty much ended the streak on a winning note, and, that's a good thing. I was a part of that, and, we really hate Pitt, so just the Panthers, not the Steelers. We really hate them, so that was a good thing for me.
Good answer.
Was it a big adjustment, Stedman, the first year in the Big 12? A lot of people made a deal about the distances you'd have to travel for the games. Did you find that to be a tiring thing, a factor, or not?
No, I wouldn't say distance really played much into, the whole transferring into the Big 12 thing. It was definitely, a tougher schedule. The Big 12 is probably one of the better conferences in all of college football, and we definitely got a chance to see that firsthand. I mean, any given Saturday, you know, any team in the Big 12 can come out and score 50 points. And, you know, we kind of hit adversity, you know, playing a couple teams in the Big 12. And we actually got a chance to see, you know, how intense it can be. So, I mean, but it was a great experience. You know, I'm definitely glad I got a chance to play against those teams. And it's been fun.
Well, Stedman, best of luck to you. I know Steelers fans would love to have you, and we'll see if it works out. But either way, best of luck to you in the future. It was fun watching you at West Virginia. We appreciate you coming on today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, and I would definitely love to be a part of the Pittsburgh Nation as well. Thank you for having me.
Could you sing a little Country Roads for us before we leave?
Country roads, take me home. That's all I got for you.
That's great. That's great.
Tremendous.
Thanks, Stedman.
See you later, man.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Stedman Bailey. They're from Miramar, Florida, right outside of Sun Life Stadium.
I was going to ask him what the temperature was, but I figured I'd just make myself mad.
Number 3 behind us here. He said he'd take 17. Be a jersey number he could take.
Friendly guy.